Hello, this is World University in Schools, MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUAS news and question and answer on Monday, April 8th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 7:30 p.m. I think in India, and possibly 11 p.m. in Tokyo, Japan time. And as we wait to see if people will join us, I'd like to share a little news in this question and answer opportunity time. I'm holding up a sticker now with worlduniversityinschool.org's URL, as well as the WUAS Press, WUAS Corp's website address. And the news today from World University in School about these two entities, legal entities, that I'd like to share is first agenda item 0. There was continues to be an amazing Toolify AI, artificial intelligence, WUAS article from Peter Norvig, I think, on World University in School, titled something like Revolutionizing Education with Machine Learning and AI, WUAS, World University and School. And I've added this to World University in School's wiki subject pages, wiki schools, the artificial intelligence wiki school, the machine learning wiki school, and the research wiki school. Check out this overview of World University in School from Toolify AI, Peter Norvig's perspective, namely that we're seeking to, with language diversity, expand and extend MIT OpenCourseWare's offerings, possibly, and at World University in School for free degrees. World University in School, per this article, is also seeking to build out a realistic virtual Earth, which scientists and artificial intelligence experts too could all contribute to iteratively. World University in School is also seeking to build in Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experiences, a book by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi from 1991 or so, into our learning process and study this as well. So in what ways can we build enjoyment into the learning of coursework toward free online degrees as flow experiences, focused mind, challenge at the right level. And also this article suggests that World University in School may be able to study bliss, and with regard to a virtual Harbin Hot Springs ethnographic field site in something like Google Street View with Time Slider as part of a realistic virtual Earth. Fascinating to be able to grow World University in School with the credibility of that this Toolify AI WUAS article offers. And thank you, Peter Norvig, for making this happen. And in a related vein, could Peter Norvig have become the WUAS chief of WUAS information technology and WUAS artificial intelligence at World University in School with this incredible Toolify AI WUAS article, Revolutionizing Education with Machine Learning and AI, World University in School. So agenda item 1 is extensive, and it has to do with accreditation further with Middle States Commission on Higher Education with offices in the greater Philadelphia area, and Scotland World University and School, potentially with Scottish students. And regarding an upcoming Fettes College High School drinks and canapes get together in Washington, D.C. High school I went to in the first year, sixth form in 1977-78 in Edinburgh, Scotland, between my junior year at Shadyside Academy and my senior year at Shadyside Academy. And this agenda item 1 also has to do with possibly Shadyside Academy high school students, graduates in Pittsburgh, PA, also matriculating at World University and School this autumn, as World University and School goes further with accreditation with the Middle States Commission on Higher Education and seeks to file the initial documents and pay the fees and build out our next student body for free, online from home, MIT OpenCourseWare centric bachelor's degrees, this beginning further this autumn. So in responding to a Fettes College invitation to this drinks and canapes get together in Washington, D.C. this Wednesday, I sought to network further with Fettes College on behalf of World University and School, as well as Shadyside Academy's president, Bart Griffith, and head of the senior school at Shadyside, Trixie Sabundaya in Pittsburgh, PA, as well as the member of the Scottish Parliament, Nicola Sturgeon, former First Minister of Scotland. So I'll read parts of my email, networking email, back to Mrs. Melrose and Fettes College with regard to this upcoming get-together, where Michael Stitt from Fettes College, formerly of the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh, is coming to the United States, to Washington, D.C. and New York City to host these Fettes College drinks and canapes get-togethers. And in seeking to reach out further and potentially matriculate with World University and School our first students for a free to students bachelor's degree this autumn, with possibly first Fettes students and first Shadyside Academy students, graduates. World University and School is also interested. So this is agenda item 2, let's say 2, I'll call it, in developing career partnerships. And World University and School is seeking to excel at developing careers. We would like to hire as many as 2.5 million people, slightly bigger than Walmart, in all 200 countries and among speakers of all 7,164 living languages. And on both wings of World University and School, the nonprofit World University and School academic side for free to students, MIT OpenCourseWare centric degrees, and the WUAS academic press, bookstore, WUAS educational services stores, WUAS corporation wing, our other wing, a for-profit general stock company legal entity in California. So we would like to both create careers with World University and School, but also in becoming 200 online major universities in all 200 countries per the Olympics main languages. We would like to prepare our students for careers in many, many fields as they graduate with World University and School degrees. And how can we plan for this? The person who at Fettes College in Edinburgh, Scotland, who I think is organizing career partnerships is Karen Jones. And it would be fascinating to reach out further and communicate about how we could build careers for Fetesians, old Fetesians, too, as well as Shadyside Academy graduates. So in this upcoming year, as potentially we matriculate our first Fettes College students and Shadyside Academy students, we will need to also hire faculty potentially, teaching online, teaching potentially MIT OpenCourseWare courses with artificial intelligence assistance, and perhaps and build out the infrastructure for this online and as well, and for Scottish and Scotland World University and School, all of which are possible career partnership opportunities between World University and School and Fettes College. Agenda item 123, 2.3. So MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University and School is also interested in exploring a possible collaboration with Fettes College, which became an International Baccalaureate IB World School after I attended in 1977-78. Up to the time when I attended Fettes College, it was offering A-level degrees to potentially get into university, as well as Scottish higher exams, potentially to get into Scottish universities, I think, also. And World University and School, in exploring a collaboration with Fettes College as an IB World School, would like to offer online free-to-students IB high school diplomas for 16 to 19-year-olds, for example, or similar, and to WUAS students in all 200 countries and in their main languages even, and which Fettes College would surely benefit remuneratively as well. So agenda item 2.4, further, brainstorming how could World University and School, and possibly collaborating with Fettes College for students and Shadyside Academy for students, become build out, in particular with Bart Griffith's thinking and a master plan email that he shared, the president of Shadyside Academy, in which master plan he said, our Shadyside Academy campus is a living resource, and every part of it, every stairwell, lobby, and garden holds the potential to educate and instill a sense of belonging. How could World University and School build out a realistic virtual Earth for learning as classrooms, as so a realistic virtual Shadyside Academy, so a virtual Shadyside Academy in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a virtual Fettes College, for all the benefits that a parallel twin virtual world, Shadyside Academy, Fettes College as schools, and a World University and School online with a realistic virtual Earth as campuses and STEAM field sites could offer for students and for scientists and for professors. So how to collaborate with Shadyside Academy in the accreditation process, Fettes College too, to build out a realistic virtual Earth for robotics, for example. And again, as STEM field sites in virtual classrooms. And see also Peter Norvig's above incredible Toolify AI WUAS article in these regards with for a virtual Earth. Further networking, agenda item 2.5, and regarding the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh and where Michael Stitt, the person coming from Fettes College to meet with old Fetesians in Washington, D.C. and New York City this upcoming week, worked before. In what ways could World University and School, in building out a realistic virtual Earth for surgery, possibly collaborate with the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh through Michael Stitt's contacts there, and where he was previously employed? And regarding WUAS Online Medical School in Scotland, especially, one of the degrees we want to offer, free to students online medical degrees, MD degrees, to Scottish students in a brand new way for medicine, and with a realistic virtual Earth for surgery, and in a physical, digital, realistic virtual Earth for medicine, and regarding the Royal College of Surgeons too. Royal College of Surgeons has 6 faculties presently. It dates from 1505, and I think it offers the faculties of perhaps thoracic surgery and also a dental surgery, and it may be a medical school as well in the process. But how could a realistic virtual Earth for medicine with avatar agent electronic health records that World University and Schools planning for all Scots, all 5 million Scots, for all people on the planet, 7.9 billion people on the planet, realistic virtual Earth for medical schools, further develop collaboratively out of this World University and School Fettes College networking, and with Michael Stitt. Agenda item 2.6, Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency for Scotland 2. In addition to 4 Fetesians on this trip, the WS Corporation, our WUAS third legal entity, a for-profit general stock company legal entity in the state of California, has a partnering email letter from Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency Pi Network organization. And how could this benefit Fettes College remuneratively? And possibly regarding WUAS and Fettes getting reimbursement for our WUAS free to students MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUAS degrees in Pi cryptocurrency coins in the future, and possibly from the Scottish Parliament even. So the CC4 licensing of MIT OpenCourseWare stipulates 3 things. 1, share it freely, share MIT OpenCourseWare courses freely. 2, adapt it with artificial intelligence, for example. But 3, non-commercially. So World University and School is seeking to build on this and offer free to students online degrees. But we are going to seek reimbursement from departments of education in all 200 countries, including possibly the Department of Education that might be part of the Scottish Parliament in Edinburgh, Scotland. So could World University and School also end poverty in Scotland by universal basic income experiments, getting all Scots Pi cryptocurrency daily and on their smartphones? Potentially, yes. So Michael Stitt, would you like to offer also Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency free money daily to all of the old Fetesians and similar whom you meet on your trip to DC and your trip to New York City, where you, Michael, and all of you could start getting Pi cryptocurrency yourselves with mindpi.com/SGKMAC as an invitation. And then you could get your own invitation code, your own mindpi.com/ say Michael Stitt, Pi cryptocurrency application, and then share Pi cryptocurrency with old Fetesians on your trip from your MindPi cryptocurrency, so that old Fetesians could, on your development trip, could begin to get Pi cryptocurrency, free money daily. And it would be a way potentially for Fetties and you, Michael Stitt, to give something to Fetesians as part of your development trip, possibly. Agenda item 2.7, and in what ways could WUAS with Fetties explore beginning a flagship physical digital WUAS bookstore, computer store, robotics store, educational services department store in Edinburgh or Glasgow, and also for careers for Fetesians and jobs, and for other approaches to remuneration for Fetties College as well. And I've included in this agenda for World University and School the startup business plan, the MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School WUAS Educational Services Stores for Books, Computers, Robotics, business plan for a startup business. So check that out. And lastly, agenda item 2.8 in this Fetties collaboration possibility with World University and School and possibly with Shadyside Academy as well. World University and School is also seeking to create an online accessible virtual Bodleian library of Oxford University in Google Street View with Time Slider in a realistic virtual earth for libraries. And for Fetesians and WUAS Universitians worldwide, Shadyside Academy also, students and graduates potentially. So regarding development questions for Fetties College in all of the above, World University and School is still impoverished, and in getting MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School for a song, could this be related to two Scottish Small Pipes albums of tunes in 2020 and 2022 that I made? But I think there are numerous further opportunities for development in the above, beyond what I've already sketched out. And while the above is a complex web of entrepreneurial opportunities too for Fetties and Scotland as well, I think we might be able to explore some of all of this further in this upcoming Drinks and Canapes in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. So created some tweets about these. Check this out. Shadyside Academy master plan email is in this agenda and news at World University and School for both wings. So on to agenda item 2 for today's WUS News and Question and Answer on Monday, April 8th, 2024. And regarding the Flywire Princeton University Drosophila fly, Drosophila melanogaster fly connectome brain modeling project with citizens science editing and even an aging reversal machine, and think in a Google Street View room with Time Slider. So the Flywire connectome and recent Flywire town hall on Thursday, April 4th, 2024 is an incredible development, and including especially the brain and nerve cord modeling of a Drosophila melanogaster fly, Drosophila fly. And the town hall was about Flywire Town Hall Bank, BANC, brain and nerve cord, Flywire connectome. And there are a couple of further, I asked a question in this about adding this remarkable complete modeling of a Drosophila fly's brain connectome to a Google Street View room and as an aging reversal machine. And regarding also potentially such a Google Street View room, and check out the YouTube video from Igloo Vision in Shropshire, England, regarding this Google Street View room. Could we turn Google Street View with Time Slider also into an academic press, potentially in even a Google Street View room. So the set of tweets in these regards that I created, and regarding a 1 minute long video from Flywire Connectome over the weekend, which had about 5 academic citations, including citations for volume data sets for the Flywire Drosophila brain modeling project and academic papers. The set of tweets I created was brilliant with academic citations, Flywire, Brain, and Bank, Flywire Princeton. Add all to Shropshire, England, Igloo Vision, G Street View room in G Street View with Time Slider, and an aging reversal machine. And as a realistic virtual Earth for publishing at the WUAS Press. So World University and School in the Realistic Virtual Harbin Hot Springs ethnographic project for second book also seeks to publish from Google Street View with Time Slider in brand new ways, creating the book anew, potentially publishing to a Google Street View room or to a brainwave headset or a digital mask, as well as to paper, the familiar process for books these days. And in creating this new approach to potentially publishing at the WUS Press planned for all 7,164 languages, in what ways could even these academic citations that this 1 minute video from Flywire Princeton about the Drosophila fly shared become part of the papers, become part of text in the sidebar in a Google Street View with Time Slider conceiving? Fascinating possibilities. Check out also the stunningly beautiful images of the Flywire Connectome in a number of these recent videos. And they continue to seek citizen science editors, annotators, proofreaders for the ongoing iteration of this project. The question I asked in the Thursday Flywire Town Hall to the Harvard professor Wei-Chung Lee was, in what ways could we add this Drosophila fly connectome that's complete to an aging reversal machine in Google Street View with Time Slider and for actual aging reversal? And Wei said it's not his area of expertise, but that the images of the Drosophila fly are static, and that possibly doing a time series of images might give a way to further elaborate an aging reversal machine in conceptually adding the Drosophila Connectome project to Google Street View with Time Slider in a G Street View room. Interesting possibilities. How to move forward from these questions as the Flywire Connectome, the Harvard and Princeton University project, continues to develop iteratively too. So agenda item 3 is in similar sphere, an aging reversal machine, from the 8 tweets from Alexandru Plesa, a Harvard Medical School with Institute Aging Reversal biochemistry engineer. So I created a set of tweets in these regards to in view, G Street View room with Time Slider, an aging reversal machine from these 8 tweets from Alexandru Plesa And regarding the flywire Drosophila fly, and George Church, who Alex Plesa works with, and Peter Norvig as the head of Google AI, and think in Google Street View with Google Cell View and Google Atom View, and in a realistic virtual Earth for genomics, a realistic virtual Earth for genetics. I also learned further in the Flywire town hall last Thursday that the Drosophila connectome project is at the cellular level. So they're adding the atomic and the molecular levels data set wise. Is a very difficult project, but Maya Murthy, the lead at Princeton in these regards, I think has made things happen remarkably and potentially can into the future as well. Check out the 8 tweets from Alex Plesa on can we reverse aging. So there's much potential also to learn from George Church's project of de-extincting the woolly mammoth for extreme longevity genetics, and especially in a realistic virtual Earth for species, for genomics, for genetics, and an aging reversal machine. Could we, in a G Street View room, have a virtual woolly mammoth walk through the center of the room? I'm not sure how this would be projected or videoed either. Holograms? But at the same time, and this is possibly in 2028, when the woolly mammoth is scheduled to give a female woolly mammoth that has been created by adding woolly mammoth genes, I think, to a living pachyderm elephant in Alaska, and they might be cold resistant genes from a woolly mammoth, long extinct, to a living pachyderm. Could you have a virtual woolly mammoth walk through the middle of a Google Street View room, completely digitized as virtual reality, and with its physical twin of an enhanced pachyderm elephant, at the same time that you had an actual physical elephant walk through the G Street View room? And could they relate to one another? So virtual reality woolly mammoth that has been created through genetic engineering and genetic adding, and a real elephant as well in a very big G Street View room, brainstorming wise. Agenda item 4, heard a fascinating Stanford Asia economics talk from Lucy Xiaolu Wang on procurement institutions and essential drug supply in low and middle income countries, also on Thursday, April 4th, 2024, when the Princeton University Flywire town hall was. And while this was a very sophisticated and excellent talk, and suggested there was fascinating approaches to how procurement of essential drugs would work between groups of countries, and how countries that are low and middle income may not have access to as many drugs or as easy access in this remarkably complex system of procurement institutions and essential drug supply in low and middle income countries. I was curious about the role that currency exchange played, which Professor Lucy Xiaolu Wang's talk didn't touch on that I recall hearing. And in the purchasing procurement between countries, and brainstorming, wondered what role might a single main cryptocurrency worldwide and even as UBI experiments to end poverty among all 7.9 billion people on the planet, and at World University as a Wikidata PIN number each. And the currency such as Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency, which you can begin to get now yourselves at mindpi.com/SGKMAC in purchasing drugs. So I asked this question in the text chat. And then this is potentially a question for an enormous amount of further and future research by Professor Lucy Xiaolo Wang and many others. But then further, how might World University and School be of, with its medical schools and its teaching hospitals, which seek to also procure drugs, work with in these economic research questions, and even in a realistic virtual earth for pharmacology. And there's a World University and School Pharmacology School, wiki.worlduniversityandSchool.org/wiki/pharmacology with a capital P. All of these are unfolding as World University and School seeks to code for Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency for all 7.9 billion people in all 200 countries and speakers of all 7,164 living languages. And because Lucy Xiaolo Wang is originally from China, she has a Cornell PhD and she has a Duke master's degree in economics, and she's a professor at UMass Amherst on a tenure track. Because she's from China, and her talk had a big focus on Africa and procurement of drug there as well. In what ways could 200 online WUAS universities with free MIT open courseware centric degrees help in China and in African countries in some of this coding and with large language models? I'm excited to stay in touch with Lucy Xiaolo Wang regarding China World University and School, potentially in Mandarin, and for free to Chinese students, MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUAS degrees, potentially bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, IB high school or similar, AA and master's degrees as well. Could Lucy Xiaolo Wang help do further economic research regarding World University and Schools drug procurement processes for our medical schools and teaching hospitals? And as we seek to build these out in China and other countries similarly. Agenda item 5, Satyagraha, or holding firmly to the truth, or truth force and yoga. This is a set of tweets relating to World University and School seeking to grow an abolition movement worldwide. This Satyagraha and yoga, I have taught yoga for many years and have a certificate from the Iyengar Yoga Institute of San Francisco, and am interested in this Satyagraha process, satya meaning truth, that's part of yoga thinking. Gandhi also may have freed India from British colonial rule by adhering or holding firmly to the truth in some of these regards. World University and School is seeking to grow, and our WUAS academic press and our educational services stores and get monies for this as well. Being impoverished as World University and School is, since we became a 501c3 in 2010, our ruling year was 2014, and we became a third legal entity in the state of California in 2017, a for-profit general stock company legal entity with remarkable synergies between these two wings, the nonprofit 501c3 and the for-profit general stock company legal entity in California, with World University and School planned in all 200 countries and among speakers of all 7,164 living languages. So this seeking to build an abolition movement to protect people from the wrongful buying and selling of people in, for example, the illegal sex, drug, violence, etc. industries internationally, is part of World University and School's growth process. And this brings me to the second wing of World University and School, the WUS Corporation, the academic press planned in 7,164 known living languages with machine translation, and the flagship physical digital WUS educational services stores. Two agenda items here. Agenda item A, in seeking potentially JP Morgan Chase Bank loans over the past few months, two of my personal Chase banking accounts and credit card accounts have been closed arbitrarily in about the past month. One, a decades-long reliable credit card, and recently on Friday evening, a fairly new year-old personal Chase bank account with a sizable amount of money in it. And as WUAS calls for abolition in all 200 countries and for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number to protect them. So this, I'll call it breach of fiduciary responsibility of Chase, as World University and School carries out right conduct rather than misconduct in growing an abolition movement worldwide to protect people, is what I hope will lead to the reinstatement of these two bank accounts, a banking account and credit card account for myself personally, and then potentially to loans for the flagship physical digital WUAS bookstore on Walnut Street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and as World University and School also seeks to code for all 7.9 billion people with Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency as part of this, from which JP Morgan Chase Bank would benefit enormously as becoming the bank that might facilitate a single main worldwide cryptocurrency. And JP Morgan Chase Bank as a stock would also benefit from the WUAS Corporation and its growth, and the WUAS educational services stores in all 200 countries as World University and School begins to matriculate students and protect them in calling for abolition. So could maybe the JP Morgan Chase CEO, Jamie Dimon, with whom I've been in some email communication, could he begin to weigh in on some of these Chase Bank crazinesses? When I found out in a grocery store on Wednesday, February 28th, that my Chase credit card account of more than 2 decades was closed, without any prior notice from Chase, for example. And this was a grocery store, completely different organization. And I've also reached out in these regards to the US Senator and Harvard Law professor Elizabeth Warren, who is on Banking and Finance Committee. And Jamie Dimon has a Harvard MBA, Masters of Business Administration. So perhaps in reaching out to Jamie Dimon and US Senator Elizabeth Warren, something can be done to reinstate my two Chase accounts, Chase credit card account and Chase bank account, or perhaps something else will emerge in these regards as World University and School seeks to get potentially Chase Bank loans to begin the flagship WUS bookstore on Walnut Street in the community of Shadyside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And lastly, agenda item B. Let me just see if people were interested in joining. Don't see anyone with questions and answers in this open conversation time. Regarding the flagship WUS bookstore at World University and School, I posted these two WUS universities stickers on the front of the old Williams-Sonoma store door in Shadyside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, yesterday evening, Sunday evening, and created a set of tweets with pictures of these two stickers. One of these stickers I had written the Twitter URLs on for World University and School and for the WUS Press. And the set of tweets reads, and it was after a visit also yesterday afternoon with my wonderful mother, Janie McLeod, to the Gaya Sutta, the Seneca leader, with George Washington sculpture on Mount Washington, overlooking Three Rivers, the Point, on a beautiful day, which sculpture is representative and symbolic of Gaya Sutta, Native American Seneca leader, meeting with George Washington in the year 1770, and at Pittsburgh's Three Rivers. So the set of tweets I wrote read: the WS Press, WS Educational Services Store's flagship bookstore at World University and School posted these two WS University stickers on the front of the old Williams-Sonoma store on Walnut Street after a lovely walk with Janie McLeod near Three Rivers, Pittsburgh, PA, to see the Gaya Sutta Washington sculpture. So I'm hoping that the least sign on this Williams-Sonoma store, which has been there for probably more than a month, might refer to the WS flagship bookstore, and possibly also to loans that might come from Chase Bank in the Shadyside branch as well. And we'll see if we can build out further, and with these stickers as well, letting people know about World University and School and the academic press and the WS bookstore in new ways. See if this can help begin to develop the loan process from JP Morgan Chase on the WS Corporation side as well. So I'll post the video recording of today's WS News and Question and Answer on Monday, April 8th, 2024 to the current active YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scott McLeod World University /videos, as well as to the main two Twitter feeds, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUASPRESS. I'd like to share with you, to close, a little humanoid robot I made with Lego Spike Prime robotics in the past couple of days, which I hope Lego Spike Prime robotics kits will become main parts of matriculating at World University and School and online, and for online free to students, WS from home, WS degrees as well. So I'm just going to go get this robot and let it dance for you a little bit. It's called breakdancing or breakdancer in the Lego Spike Prime robotics kits tutorial, and I might have renamed it called Dancing in the Light. Be right back. So let's see, here it is. And I'm going to try to open the Spike Prime app and see if I can get it to dance for you in this Zoom video. This might take a little second. Let's see. So I'm opening the Spike Prime side of the Spike Prime application. And now I'm attaching the, connecting the hub to this, on the smart hub on the actual physical robot to the Spike Prime app on my MacBook Air laptop. And now I'm trying with, let's see, a Bluetooth signal to connect further wirelessly the computer, but I had to use a cable instead. And now I'm going to run this robot, and it should dance right here. There. Let's see. Can I see it doing? Yes, it's doing a little dance. The light is on its head. There's Smart Hub is down below, 2 motors, and one, it's coded with the Scratch programming language, and is a cool opportunity for learning at World University and School. So I'm going to stop Spike Prime dancing in the light robot and say farewell. I'll add this video recording to today's Monday, April 8th, 2024, WS News and Question and Answer to the YouTube channel and Twitter. Next week, we'll meet again, April 15th, Monday, at this time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned on Twitter, SGK MACLEOD at worlduniversityandschool.org is World University and School's email. Till next week.